respected Business Daily. We really have this pleasure to bring you a very exciting round of case study challenge for this month. This case study challenge is AWL B School Case Study Challenge 2025, which invites India's brightest MBA and PGDM students, or full-time 2-year students, to solve real-world business challenge and this is being brought to you by India's leading food and FMCG company, AWL Agri Business Limited, in combination with their most coveted brand, which is the Fortune brand. You all know that AWL is the leading food and FMCG company, which has a diverse portfolio of essential kitchen staples, including edible oils, wheat, flour, rice, pulses, and sugar. So from the house of AWL, today we have one of the most coveted case study challenge for the full-time, 2-year full-time MBA and PGDM students who can come in and stand to win a very exciting total cash prize of rupees 2 lakhs. But we will come to that in a bit. Before that, it gives me pleasure to introduce the AWL leadership team over here who are present with us at the webinar. So let us please welcome Mr. Suchandan Chaudhary, the business head, Flowers Division, heads the entire flowers business of consumer and bulk packs for AWL Agri Business. Strong sales and marketing professional with 27 plus years of overall experience across prominent brands like PepsiCo, Saj Food Products, Ruchi Soya, and 20 plus years at AWL. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together to Mr. Suchandan Chaudhary. Thank you, Mr. Chaudhary, for coming in for this webinar and hosting this exciting AWL B School Case Study Challenge 2025. We also have with us Mr. Rahul Deo, AVP HR, heads Talent Management and Business HR for AWL Agri Business, an HR professional with around 25 years of rich experience across multiple HR domains, majorly in health, wellness, and FMCG industries with prominent brands like Zydus Wellness, Cadila Pharma, etc., and 6 years at AWL. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's please welcome Mr. Rahul Deo, AVP HR at AWL. Thank you, Mr. Rahul, for joining us at this evening Case Study Challenge 2025. We also have with us Mr. Vivek Chaturvedi, Head, Talent Acquisition and Cluster HR Lead, heads Talent Acquisition, Campus Hiring, and Employer Branding for AWL Agri Business, along with being the Cluster HR Lead for 2-year sales zones. HR professional with around 17 years of total experience with prominent brands like Jubilant Life Sciences, Punch Lloyd, etc., and 6 years at AWL. Mr. Vivek Chaturvedi, welcome to this webinar. Welcome to this evening to the exciting AWL Business School Case Study Challenge 2025. And last but not the least, we have Mr. Vishal Makhija, Category Head Flowers, heads the entire flowers category for AWL Agri Business, strong marketing professional with around 15 years of rich experience across brands, sales, products, with prominent brands like Zydus Wellness and 8 years at AWL. Mr. Vishal Makhija, welcome to this webinar. Thank you for joining us for this AWL B School Case Study Challenge 2025. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we move forward in this evening to understand more about the case study challenge, I would also like to invite and welcome the AWL team to give us a short presentation and a demonstration of what AWL is and what it is for the B School students in this case study challenge. So welcome the AWL B School Case Study Challenge 2025 leaders over here. I will hand it over to Mr. Rahul Deo for the rest of the evening. Thank you, Mr. Rahul Deo.
Thank you, Arindam. And thanks for the introduction. I think we'll start with all right. Very good evening, everyone, and welcome to this launch event of Resolve of AWL Agribusiness Limited. So, AWL Agribusiness Limited, I am sure many of you wouldn't have heard this name. So, it's a new name of an old entity that was Adani Wilmar Limited. And it was probably the long-standing or the longest-standing JV between the Adani Group and Wilmar International. While the JV, it ceases to exist today, but what continues in a commitment is a commitment to growth and a commitment to people development, right? And from a humble beginning of crushing and refining, say, 600 tons per day to 26,000 tons per day at our largest manufacturing facility at Mundra, the organization has certainly grown multifold. And we stand, as we speak, we stand, at a turnover of around 58,000 crores for the year that ended 24-25. And when I talk about people development, so with respect to people development, we've always believed in growing a talent internally. And we've lived up to this motto of building people to build a business. And one such program through which we're building people is Abhyuday, which we'll talk in detail in the later slides. But Abhyuday is one such program where we induct young management graduates and we provide them a structured career path. And today we are meeting here through this Resolve event launch. So through Resolve, we would like to identify such young, talented students who in future can become part of AWL's growth journey. And I'm very excited to listen from all the young minds. And I wish you all the best. And I hope that you all come up with some bright ideas. Thank you and all the best. I would now request Vivek to take this ahead from here. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, Rahul. And thanks, Arindamji, for a warm welcome and kind words. So, I wish, we could have met in person, which is always good, but then getting to large population of students, this medium is also seems to be wonderful while we can interact with a very, very large number of college students. So, let me just help you to understand about what we are as an organization. We will have a corporate presentation in which we will share the information about organization, what we are into, what we believe into, what we looks like within the organization, from the organization. So let's just go through the deck which we have, which will give you more and more insight about AWL Agri.
If I may come in, Vivek, would you like to run the AWL corporate film once, for our audience?
That really would be very nice if you can do it.
Yeah, so why don't you do that? And then maybe we can come back to the presentation.
Yes. Aman, would you like to?
Yes. It's
So this is a corporate movie of ours, which will give you good insight about our journey. Yeah.
At Adani Wilmar, we are reimagining the entire staple foods value chain with a multi-category integrated business model from farm to consumer.
Every meal prepared in our consumer's kitchen tells a story of quality and trust. As a home cook, I rely on Adani Wilmar brands for their exceptional quality and extensive range of kitchen essential products. But As a part of the marketing team, our goal is to build strong and trusted brands across all our products, earning customer trust and loyalty. This trust is built on a legacy of excellence in every product, making Adani Wilmar one of the largest FMCG giants. Our flagship brands like Fortune and Kohinoor help us in establishing presence across major products in the kitchen basket. You must be wondering, how?
Since years, consumers recognizes and trust our brands like Fortune, Kohinoor, Aadhar, Kings, Rag and Alive. These brands have become synonymous with quality. It is through integration in branding and marketing by leading with a flagship brand-centric approach across categories and products that all our brands have become household names. Each product is a testament to our commitment of providing all-round cooking solution to millions of households.
Well, not just households, even institutions, hotels, restaurants and caterers prefer our brands like Kohinoor Chef's Choice, Wilshot, Friola, Jubilee MasterChef and Trophy Royal.
Behind every product on the shelf, there is a seamless supply chain operation at play. By sharing transportation for different types of products, even lower volume products, we can ship them more affordably and restock more often, ensuring timely delivery and optimized costs. We ensure that our products reach every corner of the country. By utilizing mass transportation methods with a commitment to being environmentally friendly, we have become the largest edible oil transporter through railways. Our IT team has transformed the farm-to-fork supply chain with integrated tech solutions that provide real-time insights through a paperless system. Smart integration like these make our products available across India and internationally. I am sure you are wondering how we manage such large multi-category manufacturing operation.
Our advanced production capabilities make it possible to efficiently feed a large portion of the nation. We integrate oil and fruit processes under one roof, sharing resources and facilities. This synergy enables efficient packaging and ensures the highest quality standards for every product that leaves our plants. However, this is just the tip of the iceberg. We add value through downstream processing, like our soya crushing operations that yield refined soya oil, flakes, nuggets and flour. The tea oil cake are repurposed as animal feed. Such integrated setup optimize manufacturing efficiency and ensure that every byproduct is utilized, contributing to sustainable and economically viable operations. But do you know where we get the ideas of making such high quality products?
Innovation drives us. In our labs, we develop nutritious, high-quality products, leveraging the expertise of our partners at Wilmar to stay ahead in the agri-commodity industry. Our integrated R&D approach allows us to provide only the best, earning the trust of institutions and food service providers. We also offer technical services like easy application and machinability. Now let me take you to the source of this magic.
Our journey begins in the fields, where we source millions of metric tons of grains and seeds annually. We work closely with farmers across different crop seasons, providing them with consistent selling opportunities throughout the year. Year-round procurement of agri-commodities is key to our integrated model, enhancing farmer relationships and optimizing our logistics. Using efficient transportation like rail rakes and rail siding silos, we minimize handling and make low-volume shipments economically viable. This approach ensures a smooth journey from harvest to our advanced manufacturing facilities. At this point, you must be wondering, how do all these departments keep running smoothly? Well, let's go behind the scenes.
The finance function at AWL drives our multi-category business growth by optimizing asset allocation, ensuring cash flow, and powering the company forward. Our M&A teams focus on growth opportunities through synergies while we uphold top-tier compliance and governance. With advanced analytics, we guide AWL's strategic direction. But that's not all. We are equally aware of our social responsibility, which makes us different from others.
We are committed to giving back to the communities we serve.
Our Fortune Suposhan initiative, combating malnutrition and anemia, has reached millions of households. Aligning our business goals with social responsibility. Through our village volunteers, the Suposhan Sanginis,
We work closely with the local communities to drive positive change.
Sustainability drives our operations, with nearly all packaging being recyclable. We lead in environmental stewardship through water recycling, rainwater harvesting, and using solar power in our manufacturing plants to reduce our environmental impact.
You must be wondering, what brings together all these diverse people from such varied backgrounds? Well, we're all aligned towards one vision across the boundaries of our departments. So it might be tough for us to get the post right immediately. But to be certified as one of the great places to work 7 times in a row, not so tough.
Every grain, every brain, every muscle and machine is a part of our philosophy of integration and continuously working to bring us closer to our commitment for a healthy, growing nation. This film features real employees reflecting our unified efforts to deliver excellence and sustainability in whatever we do, including making of this film.
Back to you.
Hey, thanks, Arindam. This makes my job half. I guess this gives really a good perspective to all our viewers who are listening and then seeing this presentation of today. So, should I go ahead now, Arindamji?
Yes, Vivek, thank you for the fantastic video on AWL. We really get to understand, how large and how scalable this business is, and, the kind of consumer products, the impact you're making socially and environmentally, and in people's lives, in terms of both consumer and living and lifestyle, is really worth noting from this video. It'll be really great to have, from the leadership to understand now back to the case study challenge, because I'm sure among our audience, the management students and all will be very eager to get onto it. So yes, please continue.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Okay, so I'm back again. And then let me just start from where I had, I was talking about. About AWL Agribusiness Limited, as Rahul said, in 1999, from 600 tons per day capacity at Mundra, one manufacturing location, and today we've reached to somewhere around 25,000 tons per day capacity, crushing and refining put together, 70 odd manufacturing locations. How could we do it? How any organization in the world could do such a fantastic journey, manage such a fantastic journey? We'll come back to the reason of it. 1 minute. Okay. Do you see the values and 1 minute? Sorry. So do you see, all of you see the values and culture of us along with the vision statement which is written here to be a leading agribusiness company committed to sustainably delivering safe nutrition and quality product to our consumers, and values which are for most of us, which is cost to company, but for organization like us, it's courage, trust, and commitment. Um, any organization to become what we became today, I think everyone in the organization should be believing in these values until you will not be able to reach to the heights where AWL Agribusiness could reach. Every individual in the organization, every stakeholder of the organization should be inculcating these values inherent to them, which is courage to take bold decisions, trusting the management and the organization and its decisions, and the commitment towards the work which has been assigned. And when you mix all these three things becomes our values, and because of these strong values, you reach where AWL Agribusiness Limited could reach today. Our culture is well established by, we call it pride, which is passion, result, integration, dedication, and entrepreneurship. I'll focus more on the entrepreneurship part, which is in our organization, we don't call managers as managers, we call them owner managers. I mean, the work has been assigned to you, and now you are the owner of that particular business, or that particular task. No micromanagement happens. People are self-motivated. They know how to manage their task and they do it. There are reviews which are happening, but then there's no micromanagement which happens. This is one of the most integral part which I see of our organization, wherein you have been given the charge of your work and then you deliver it. Rest, passion, results, integration, and dedication is something which is anyways, goes without saying it. To reach where we reach, if any one of these pillars are not part of it, you are missing it, then you cannot survive in our kind of business. Let's talk about our group organization. So Wilmar become our parent organization. And apart from Wilmar in India, we've got GD Foods, which we recently acquired. People from North, I'm sure they must be aware about the brand called Tops, which is now one of our company only. And they are into condiments and sauces. Vishaka is one of a packaging company, which is, again, the stakes are there with us. KTB Health is well known in South. BOL is a Bangladesh Edible Oil Limited, which is very prominent name in Bangladesh. Similar kind of product segment which they are in. And Shri Renuka Sugar, if you've seen this Madhur packet, sugar packet, which is 72% of market share which they have, it's again a Wilmar company. So now in India, we are operating under these different entities, like starting from south to north, Bangladesh, and west part, which is Shri Renuka Sugar. All these companies are somehow, part of Wilmar family only. Let's know a little more about Wilmar International, India, world second largest organization in agro commodities. In 1999, they came here in India, and going along with Adani as a group, the joint venture got formed with the name of Adani Wilmar Limited. And as Rahul said, now this joint venture thesis is not there. But however, the value, system, process, people, everything remains same as they were earlier. From 99 to 2025 March, this JV was there. And now we are Wilmar company in India, as Adani is thinking of, they are going away from the business and selling all its shares to Wilmar. Wilmar started operating in 1991, headquartered in Singapore. They have got operations in more than 50 countries, over 1,000 manufacturing plants. So this talks about the kind of volume and then, mammoth organization Wilmar is, which is our parent company now. After Wilmar International, let's talk about the journey of AWL Agribusiness Limited. As I said, starting operations in 1999 with 600 tons per day capacity at Mundra. 2000, we have launched a brand called Fortune. By 2002, within 2 years of time, we became India's leading and largest edible oil brand with the name of Fortune. So point is same. I mean, we could reach here within 2 years of time. We became India's leading and largest brand in edible oil because of the people of the organization and then their belief in the values and the culture of the organization, the vision statement of the organization. We could make out where we could reach where we could reach now. In between, we had multiple acquisitions. We acquired multiple organizations, and the journey continues. 2013, we launched a different product called Basin, and then so on. 2022, we came up with IPO of us. Now we are a listed company, and we also acquired a very prominent name in basmati rice, which is Kohinoor, and we acquired a company in a manufacturing unit in Vardhaman. We wish to have a strong presence in wheat flour and rice business segment, and the focus from last 5-6 years has been more into food segment of us, wherein we already have a leadership presence in edible oil segment, catering to almost all geographies in India. By 2025, we also acquired company, as I said, called GD Foods, Tops brand, prominently in northern part of country. And that is our journey. I mean, every year, 2 years, vertical, horizontal, we could attain different level of growth within the organization, be it human capital, be it asset capitalization, or acquiring multiple manufacturing locations, going in different kind of NPDs. While we started, we were edible oil company. Today, while I'm talking to, we are a very prominent food and FMCG company. In our basket, before I go forward on this deck, I guess we are the only company in India which has this kind of product segment. I mean, all basic 5 staple products is they are part of our basket, our product basket. You will not find any company in India or probably across the world which will have all those products in their product basket, which we have. Let's have a little business overview. As I said, we are number 1 in edible oil, number 2 in wheat flour business, and we have got number 3 basmati rice brand in India. Our turnover is close to 60,000 crore. So one more fun fact. I had joined this organization around 5.5 years back. That time the turnover of the company was 32,000 crore. And today, after 5 years, we are somewhere around 60,000 crore. So within 5 years journey, we doubled our turnover. And I see in next 5 years, we will be touching, I'm quite hopeful and, I'm sure about it that we're going to be touching 1 lakh crore of a turnover, top line. 70 plus manufacturing locations where the product of AWL, product of Fortune and AWL, the AWL Limited, AWL Agri Business Limited is being manufactured, produced. See, India population wise, if you look at, we've got 320 million household in India. Our presence is 123 million. So we can easily say that every one house out of 4, Fortune has some other product of it. So we've got landscaping in all these households, which is 1/4 of India's population. Still, the ground which is there for us is 3/4, which is remaining, and we are striving very hard every day to reach maximum household in India, maximum population in India, be it poor, be it rich, or anywhere. The kind of product basket which we have, I think we deserve to be everywhere across the globe in India, with a retail outreach of 21 lakh. So we are directly covering close to 21 lakh retail outlets across India. Few brands of us in edible oil, we've got sunflower, soybean, mustard, rice bran, blended oils, groundnut, cotton seed. And food basket of us, this journey of food we started, I think 6-7 years back, wherein we launched atta, suji, rava, maida, soya, which is a very significant product basket of us as on date. So moving from edible oil to food, and then from food to personal care, we've got a brand called Alive Soap. This business is again somewhere around 200 CR, which we started again 3-4 years back only. And that's where we got soap, sanitizer, hand washes, multi-purpose cleaner. There are few industry essential product, soap noodles, glycerine. So some, again, fun fact, you may buy any product, soap, be it Lux or Santur or XYZ of the world. The basic raw material, which is soap noodle, there are 75% chances that soap noodle, which is being used by any of these FMCG companies, which are known name in the soap category, will have our soap noodle in their soaps. And then vertically integrating our products. I mean, soap noodle is one of the byproduct which comes from the refining of edible oil. We thought of going into the business of soap, and that is how this concept of being our own brand in the personal care space, we thought about it, and now we are there in the market. B2B and out of home consumption, edible oil foods, especially if it's personal care, is something where in this institutional business and Horeca business, we have presence, and then we are selling our product to this new channel which is there. Our brands. So you see India map, we have mapped this, and then see the market share wise our leadership position in India. Majority of the location, we are either number 1 or number 2. Soya bean, we are number 1 player, palm oil number 2, mustard number 1. So as a business philosophy of ours, in whichever business segment we wish to be, or we wish to be there at the top 3 in the industry. In edible oil, we've got 17.8% of market share, which is 1.5 times more than the second competition which is there. Overall, if you look at the edible oil size of it, only less than 50% is something which is consumer, branded consumer stake. Rest is either unbranded or regional players which they are dominating. So if we fight with rest of the India in the consumer segment, that's where we have the market share of around 18%, and when we are leading the market there. Fortune, as everyone knows about, this this one of our brand, which itself is a 22,000 crore for value. We've got Kohinoor, which we recently acquired, Tops recently acquired through GD Food acquisition. We've got some fighter brands as well. So, which fighting with the regional presence, customer competition. We've got brands like King, Sada, Jubilee, Rag, Avsar, Bullet. Almost same quality, but maybe costing a little different. But then to fight with the regional competition, we need to have a couple of fighter brands, which are there. You may see here on the deck. In the consumer essential side, edible oil, we've got a couple of brands. So I'm not going to explain each and every slide here. Some of them, they are self-explanatory. Pelidar is one of a very good product which recently hit the market and is one of a big hit for us. Yeah. So earlier slide was more focused on the edible oil side. Here we talk about the food, fortune food of ours. That's where besan, chana, sattu, rice products are there, pulses there, basmati, non-basmati rice are there. And this product basket also has one of a big product of ours, which is where we are number 2 in the industry, which is wheat flour. Vishal, who heads the category for wheat flour business of ours, is here. And I would request him to pitch in here and help us understand about the business of ours, wheat flour business of ours, and also why we went into this specific business, how do we think about going in this business going ahead. The case study which we are there presenting to the management graduates also revolve around the wheat flour business of ours only. So he is the best person who can help you understand why there is a thought process of giving this case study to the brightest mind in India. And from there, Vishal, are you there?
Yes, Vivek.
Yeah.
Thank
Can
you
you
very
please talk
much.
about more on wheat flour business of ours?
So, thank you very much for taking us through the entire history of AWL, the rich history of AWL. So, as everyone has seen that we are market leaders in edible oil business, and in last couple of years, very rapidly we've expanded into food business. So now within food business, we've seen that we have entire range of product portfolio. Like we have rice, poha, sugar, soya nuggets, entire pulses range. And then we have entire flours range now within food. Now in flours, we have atta, maida, suji, rava, sattu. Now we've also moved into other premium products, which is double roasted suji. We are moving to sharbati atta, and then there are other couple of new products in pipeline. Now it is also very important to know why we've got into business in flours business. Now within food portfolio, flours is one of the biggest category. And why have we entered as an organization in this business? Now, one, there is a very natural fit in a kitchen essentials that with edible oil, the food products were a very natural fit. Apart from that, in the previous slides, when we saw that Fortune has a very huge distribution network and very huge household penetration. So just to give a context that currently Fortune reaches out to around 10 to 12 crore households out of the 32 crore households in India. Now, in flours business, our one of the biggest product is Chakki Fresh Atta. The entire category goes to 10 crore households. Now, the entire category is present in 10 crore households, and the Fortune edible oil reach has 12 crore households. So it was a very natural fit that we ride upon the existing infra of edible oil business. The distribution channel synergy is very nice because if all the food products sell through grocery channels. And if you look at the entire packaged atta category is present in 2 million outlets, which is 20 lakh outlets, while the Fortune itself has presence over Fortune edible oil brand presence is in more than 2.2 million, 22 lakh outlets, retail outlets across India. So yes, it was a very big opportunity for us and to ride upon a Fortune name, which is already a well-known brand across India. Now, this is a very exciting category and very competitive category. And it is a very highly fragmented category. The category size is 5 million metric ton annually. And if we look at within the category, top 10 players contribute to around only 40-45% of the market share. And rest, all other players contribute to another 50% of the market share. So it is a very highly fragmented category. And we entered into this business was around in 2017. And within a short span of 2 to 3 years, we became second largest player in the category. Now, we operate with different SKUs to cater to different consumer needs, which is consumer pack business, and that we have 1 kg, 5 kg, 10 kg. Apart from that, we also have a very large chunk of business, which also comes from our B2B business. Since we operate in different channels, like we are present in general trade, we are in modern format stores, which caters to our household business. Apart from that, we supply to government. We apply in government tenders like army, police canteens. Then we have a large chunk of business through Horeca. Then we also supply to bakery. And then one of the largest channel is also institutional. Like Vivek mentioned that in very high chances that in most of the soap products, you'll find that 75% of them are using our soap noodles. Similarly, most of the food products that you're eating outside, there are very high chances that you are consuming our edible oil and our maida or atta. Like, so we supply to major brands like McDonald's for their particularly buns. We supply to Domino's. We supply to Pizza Hut. We supply to Nestle for their Maggie. So all the prominent brands, most of their ingredient is supplied by us. Now, so we've expanded across categories, across channels, and also one of the key channel now upcoming channel is your e-commerce, quick commerce, and that is where also you'll see we have a very huge presence in most of the Flipkart, Blinkit, Swiggy, Zepto. So we are present across. So the category is huge, the potential is huge. So now to also give a context that currently India has 100 million metric ton of wheat available. Out of that, the atta is consumed around 40 million metric ton. And out of that 40 million metric ton, currently packaged atta is only 5 million metric ton. And it is only present in 10 crore household. That is also once a year. And now still the majority of the household in India, they consume wheat. So One, there is a very huge opportunity for still category to go multifold from here, as the package data penetration is still low in India, and most of the people consume wheat in their household. And also, yes, there is a lot of, I would say, participation by government also. Government also distributes a lot of free wheat. And now to cater to across India, one of the complexity of this product is that the shelf life is only 3 months for chakki atta. Now to supply to across India, now in 3 months, you not only have to manufacture, you have to sell it to your distributor, you have to send it to your warehouse, warehouse to distributor, distributor to retailer, and consumer has to consume it. Now, to cater to such a complex supply chain, we've built a very huge production network across India. So for our entire flowers portfolio, we have close to around 20 production units. And by end of this year, we'll be crossing our capacity of close to around 1 million metric ton. So we are very rapidly expanding into our flowers business and rapidly expanding our production capacities. Now, sharing some details on the case study, as most of the details we've shared in the case study. So as we are number 2 player in the category, but our market share is only 5.5%. So we are expecting to double this market share and consolidate. So we are expecting the consolidation will happen between 2-3 players, and we want to be the largest player in the wheat flour category. So other details, I think I would request again Vivek to take it forward. Thank you very much.
Hey, thank you, Vishal. Anytime when you say such wonderful words, I mean, my perspective about business goes really, really very high. So thanks a lot for sharing it for the. Okay. One thing which just I was just thinking about it while Vishal was talking to every one of you. I mean, why did we came up with this case study competition? Well, probably we know about, so Vishal knows a lot about wheat flour. Vishal knows a lot about our competition, about the industry. But then somehow when you work in an organization and you are confined with a lot of biasness and you think this may happen, may not happen, and then you don't take bold decisions. We are probably looking ahead from all of you to come up with some kind of solution, which probably within the organization we may not be able to think about it. And you probably could come up with some out of the box thinking, and which probably would help us in our business segment. And we all can share the success of the story, success of the organization. So that's how we came up with this case study to every one of you. Now let's talk about Fortune Foods and Personal Care division of ours. So sugar, cake pre-mixes, wheat flour range, which is Vishal very well explained to every one of you. A live soap, hand washes, we talked about it. We are also there in ready to cook food segment, where in Kohinoor biryani kits are there to the consumers, for the consumers. You've got soya chunkies there in the market. So we are trying to go more and more different big product basket for our consumers. Recently, which is again a big hit for us, is a whole wheat product. So complete wheat as a product in a consumer, in a branded consumer packaging we are offering to our consumer, which is again being well received by the consumers there. Few iconic ads, and then Vishal talks a lot about, I mean, he had shared his thought on wheat flour business. Let me just share one of our wonderful TVC for you to refer. Rest all you can just go through and then Google it, YouTube it, and then see. But then this one I would love to share with every one of you so that you also understand what we are talking about here. I'm just going to play it.
लाइसेंस दिखाओ। सूरज के ढलने पर खत्म नहीं होता दिन, रात का एक पहर गुजर जाने पर होती शाम है। ये रोटी कमाना बड़ी मेहनत का काम है। सुनो ना, वो आटा लेना मत भूलना। कोई रोज तो रोज की कसरत नहीं, ये उम्र भर की मशक्कत का नाम है। ये रोटी कमाना बड़ी मेहनत का काम है। अब कम से कम आपको रोटी बनाने में मेहनत न करनी पड़े। इसीलिए परफेक्टली पिसा फॉर्च्यून चक्की फ्रेश आटा ये ज्यादा पानी सोखे और बड़ी आसानी से गूंद जाए, ताकि मेहनत से कमाई रोटी आप आसानी से बनाएं और मजे से खाएं।
कैसा था? अच्छा। हेलो जी, जी बस पहुंच रही हूँ।
फॉर्च्यून चक्की फ्रेश आटा, मेहनत कम, सॉफ्टनेस ज्यादा।
I just hope that you liked it. These are a few really good pieces of
श्रीरामचन्द्र कृपालु भजो मन हरण भव भयदारु।
See, that's the all problem when you connect through IT, and IT, most of the critical time doesn't support the way it should support. And then we're talking about the AI and the generative AI nowadays. Okay, I'm just hoping that you like this TVC, and there are a few more which are available. You can always refer it and go through it. I'll go a little faster from now. Out of home solution of ours. So while our prominent space is general trade, channel is general trade, but then if you also, I'm sure you might have witnessed that the kind of consumption of food is increasing in out of home, which is hotel, restaurant, and caterers. So last 2 years back, we came up with a new business vertical wherein specific to the customer requirements, which could be big institutional business or big hotels, restaurants, and caterers. As per their requirement, we came up with product solution of ours, which we are offering to these people so that we can lead the market in this specific segment as well. Industry essentials, we are among the number 3 top players in India, which are offering oleochemicals to the industry. We are number 1 in castor export, producer, manufacturer, and exporter of castor oil. So a lot of Indian diaspora is there across the globe now, which is based in Dubai, US, Canada, Australia, all those countries. To catering to those markets, they also wanted to have Ghar Ka Khana, and we thought of having our export decks as strong as possible, and we started going to the export markets with all the products of ours which are there, starting from all edible oil ranges, all wheat flour, rice, the same brand called Fortune. And as of now, we are catering to close to 40-45 countries where the products of Fortunes are available. That's the landscaping of export desk of us. So you will see all those flags where our products, Fortune products, are present. Like almost the globe which we are covering. So we talked about sales and marketing. Now let's see our manufacturing capabilities. So selling a product is one thing, but then you will have to produce them to sell. And if you look at overall manufacturing capability of us, we've got 24 of our own manufacturing facilities, close to 32 toll manufacturing facilities. So toll is a third-party units where quality and product of our choice is being manufactured by someone else. There are multiple arrangements which are there. I'm sure some of you would also be aware about it. Put together close to 75-76 manufacturing facilities where we are producing Fortune and our allied other brand products. Okay. Few glimpse: neat, clean, hygienic, automated, SCADA implemented manufacturing facilities which we have these across India. We have fortified our, so we've got a big R&D desk here in our organization, R&D center, led by Dr. Vidya, who's a very prominent and senior scientist in India. We do a lot of R&D initiatives. We take a lot of R&D initiative to make our product more and more healthier. So we are fortifying it with vitamin A and D. We've got 18% rich food product, protein rich food product. We leverage expertise of Wilmar. As Wilmar, we said, I said, world second largest agro commodity companies. They are number one in wheat flour, number one in rice across the globe. And we are also trying to take their help and their expertise, leveraging on their expertise so that we can become number one in all our business segments in India. So one is selling a product, another is producing it, manufacturing it. But the linkage between the both is the supply chain. If you really need to, wish to win the game, your supply chain operations, your production planning has to be strongest compared to your competition. Then only you can win. Otherwise, difficult, right? 98 depots with 2.42 million square feet of location which is available to store our product across India so that we can reach our customers as early as possible with least cost on our product to them. So few pointers here. All our buying happens through reverse auction. Promoting clean energy, centralized. So we've got if some of you get a chance to come to our corporate office, we will surely showcase you our one of our clock center, we call it. Every movement of truck we can trace here from corporate office. So any product is being moved through a truck going to any location, GPS tracker and everything. A person sitting here will always be able to see how far it is from the destination location, which gives us an edge in terms of quality service to our customers. They could be retailers, could be distributors or direct consumers as well, right? Most of our supply chain workflows and operations are digitized, very less paper work involved, and that is how we are there in the game. Yeah. Let's talk about, so like business is business, but then you will have a lot of responsibilities towards the environment and social. We do not want to boast upon our social things, but then there are a few numbers which people need to know, because when we talk about business, we should talk about social responsibilities of us, where we putting a lot of effort so that we can upcast the people of India. We talk really high about our project called Suposhan. That's where we work with, work in a village with some nominated lady there. We call them Sanginis. And our target audience there in the villages are 0 to 5 years of bachas, children, adolescents, girls, and women in reproductive age. And we fight with issues of malnutrition and anemic condition in the women in India. Zero hunger, good faith, and that is how our tagline, if you see, is for the healthy growing nation, and we really believe in this tagline of ours. Few numbers for you to just absorb them. Total the coverage of this entire Suposhan project is 36 total sites, along which the total population which we are covering as of now is close to 25 lakh. So there are numbers. I don't talk a little deeper into it. This is what we can do, and we are doing every now and then, every day and now, so that we can also contribute to the uplifting of the, in the villages or nearby location of our manufacturing facilities. Now let's talk about the environmental side of the governance. The 7 plants of our own, out of our 24 manufacturing plant has solar power, solar plants implemented there, which is, and this is a clean energy which we're talking about. I'm sure you all aware about it. Solar is good future for the country, and we are doing our bit in that particular area. People coming from chemical engineering and maybe biochemical engineering background, they must be aware about what ZLD is. It's zero liquid discharge. In a very layman language, whatever water in whichever quality you take from the Mother Earth, you should give it back to the Mother Earth only. So we have installed ETPs in 9 major plant of ours, where we are treating 2900 kiloliter per day water, so that the processing of wheat flour or any processing of our manufacturing, there's a lot of water which is required. We take that water, we process our product, our operations, and then we refine that water, give it back to the Mother Earth, which we use for our utilities as well in our plant. Same water. All our plants and our products are RSPO certified. RSPO is Round Table Sustainable Palm Oil Certification, which indicates that while cultivating palm seeds and palm plants, no forest land was mistreated, no exploitation of human resource has been done. So that certificate is something which indicates that yes, everything was clean and on the records. 98% of packaging is recyclable. So I'm sure you might have seen the pouches of Fortune and other brands of ours, and that's a poly pack. But then every single poly pack of ours is 98% of this entire gamut is recyclable. So you can recycle that poly pack. So we are trying that we should not be harming the environment and then keeping it safe for the future generation of us. Now, supply chain we talked about, sales and marketing we talked about. We also talked about the manufacturing operations of us. But then who's the one who's operating all this? Who's doing this all work is the human resource of the organization. I started my presentation by saying, I mean, we could reach where we could reach now. I mean, starting from 600 to a different number altogether. It's because of its people and then belief of the people in the CTCs. I mean, the cost. I mean, courage, trust, and commitment of the company. So human capital is also equally important. And here I'm going to talk about some of our initiatives which we have taken in this specific regard. This is our employee value proposition. We've got 4 pillars into it, which is learn to lead, progress with purpose, own with honor, and promise to empathy. We care our people, and there are policies, there are systems which also indicates the 4th pillar for us. I mean, the kind of benefits and the kind of support we provide to our employees, and there are policies in and around this pillar, which talks about yes, we do care. There are ample number of learning opportunities available in the organization because a lot of movement of people happens to multiple vacancies. I mean, if you look at the leadership team of AWL Agri Business Limited, like the one you've seen in the corporate movie, Mr. Anshu Malik, he's the first employee of the company. He's the employee. I mean, he's joined probably as a manager, senior manager level. Today is the apex body of the company. All other great people working as a leaders in this organization. The average age of these people in the company is close to 15 to 16 years, which talks about there was a scope, opportunities available for them to grow within the organization. And second pillar of us, which is progress with purpose. I mean, there are mentorship opportunities, growth orientation, fast decision making. I mean, all this happens. So we have categorized our EVPs in these 4 baskets, which are given here. So I'm sure you can see and then witness the same. There are multiple learning and development initiatives in the company. Name a few. We've got sales synergy. So all the salespeople of us joins at the corporate office, and then they go through a rigorous 4 days induction and orientation program in which they've been given understanding about the organization, and also about the processes and systems and the product of the organization. Another is Polaris, which is the leadership development program, where we had collaborated with IIM Ahmedabad, and a 1-year journey was given to select few in the organization. And there are many others like leadership development program for women, but there are Pinnacle and another sales training program. So there are multiple. So this indicates that organization is very serious about developing the talent within the organization. Because of all the initiatives as an HR, as an organization, which we have in the organization, in our organization, we've got multiple awards. Name a few are here, which is like one of it. I would like to reiterate that we got Great Place to Work certification, which is given by an independent body, US body, and we got this award 8 consecutive year in a row, which also talks about we are an organization where people would wish to be and would love to work for. There are other awards also which organization had received in multiple other criteria and areas. You can refer it. Okay, let's talk about a couple of talent management initiatives. Stride is one, and then people who join us from lateral in sales and marketing roles, starting from our first-time role of area sales executive to area sales manager and RSM. I mean, that's an hierarchy in our organization. They all could be part of a program called Stride, wherein people are being identified with after their 3 years journey, looking at their 3 years journey in the organization, and if they are doing good and they are ready to take new challenges, we again give them a 1-year journey within the organization. Then within that journey, we give them a lot of projects. There's senior people in the organization works with them, and then we internally move our people to the senior position. So if I have to give you a fact figure here, currently 40% of ZSM in our organization are from Stride program of ours, who were earlier working as RSM, now they're working as ZSM. There are close to 60% people in our RSM category are promoted through Stride from ASM to RSM position, and same situation and same story is there for AC to ASM movement. So we want to take people in and want to groom them, and so that we can give them bigger and higher position within our organization. So they don't have to look out. And that is the reason, I mean, people in our organization are stable, working here from quite some time or now, they are holding a bigger position in our company. Another program, which is again very close to HR here, is Abhyudaya, which is our campus hiring program, cadre hiring program, under which we go to premium B colleges, we hire YLFers from there, management trainees, graduate Agri. So engineers we hire, Agri trainees we hire, and we give them a 1 year of a journey in learning journey in our organization, and thereafter they've been given positions in the organization where there are vacancies in the company. But before putting them to the vacancies, we give them complete nurture, we give them complete hand holding and mentoring. We mentor them with higher performer ASM, RSM, and ZSM and category managers of the company, so that they can work with them and then learn faster. Another program of ours, which is Seeds, which is our internship program. So last year we had given internship to close to 200 people, opportunity for people to learn and work in an organization for 3 to 4 months, and so that they can understand, I mean, how organizations are being run, and they should be ready for their future assignments where they get the permanent postings or opportunities with any companies outside. So these two programs is something which I want to highlight here, which is probably more of your interest, because some of you will see us in your campuses October onwards. We'll be there. So every year we hire close to 150 odd people from campuses across India. So one person in our organization who works with me in my team is a lady called Sumedha Sen Gupta, and I call her on a lighter side as a showstopper for our program called Abhyudaya, passed out from XISS Ranchi, part of my team, and then she's the one who leads. So she joined us 3.5 years back, and then today she leads my 1/4 of hiring. So with close to 3.5 years or 4 years of experience, she manages hiring of close to 150 odd people at a position of campus lead. She's the one who manages our internship program. She's the one who manages our case study competition, for which we are here meeting today. I would invite her to talk to you and then help you understand about Resolve as a case study competition of ours and the stages associated to it. Sumedha, can we have you?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, Vivek, sir, for the wonderful introduction and for your very kind words. So before I move on to describing with you all the case study that we have here, which is called AWL Resolve, which we did this time in collaboration with a very dear partner, Be Smart by Business Standard. A bit about me, my journey, if I have to talk about, because even I was in your shoes around 3 to 4 years back, and I completely understand how you must feel through for sitting through placements, final placements, internship rounds, etc. Now, while it has been wonderful, been for being there in the company, working in multiple roles, multiple projects which have actually seen the light of the day, it has been a great privilege to be here and honor to be working with everyone, including being in constant touch with the senior leadership, which actually speaks volume of our open door policy. Like I can actually go to the CIO, the CHRO, or CEO any point of the day without exactly taking a very formal appointment like it happens in most companies, and present them my idea. So before going ahead, I would just like to elucidate my journey with just two small examples, just to make you all know that how much faith and how much trust the company actually puts in campus trainees like you and me. So I joined in 2022 as a management trainee from Excisis, as Vivek sir said. Within almost a year of my joining, I think less than within a year of my joining, I had put up a proposal of implementing a menstrual policy in place, which I was a bit skeptical about, given that it is an issue of social taboo, and it was still growing. I mean, people were still started to talking about it, and it was not that famous or that talked about. But to my very happy knowledge and happy shock, the management was kind enough. And this year, on Women's Day, on International Women's Day, 8th March 2025, we completed 2 years of this policy, wherein we provide 1 day of work from home to every female employee month. And I, almost 3.5 years down the line, I'm also happy to share that I'm also the youngest ever member on the Internal Complaints Committee under the POSH Act, that is the Prevention of Sexual Harassment Act. So, and this is not just me telling about myself or my journey or my accolades and accomplishment in the organization. This is the story of every other trainee that has ever joined us. A very usual or a very basic example, if I have to put forth for this, is we all saw this corporate film, right? Right at towards the onset of this launch webinar. Most of the actors on that corporate movie were actually campus trainees. And there are so many categories, so many products in the company's portfolio which exist because some or the other campus trainee actually ideated it and launched it to the way forward. So my only request for you all, the take that I would request you all to have through my experience is that if I could do it as a trainee, any of you could do it, whoever is going to work with us in the future. So stay tuned with us for all the updates and everything. Coming back to the major theme of this webinar, the launch webinar for Resolve. This case study in collaboration with BSmart is upon the theme of Fortune Chakki Fresh Atta, which will have 3 stages majorly. Like this one, the one we are currently having, is for the launch webinar, wherein you got to meet us, a few people, got to know the theme, the idea of the business, what we expect out of you. This launch webinar will be followed by submission of case study. I mean, the submission of a case study solution, which will be expecting which will be expected by you all individually. I think till 16th October is the time that we have given. The more elucidated part of it will again be repeated towards the end of this webinar by the business standard team. The submission of case solution will be followed by a grand finale wherein we will be handpicking a few of you, and then we'll be declaring the winners with, of course, exciting cash prizes. The problem statement, as you already saw, that it is to actually break the Chakki Atta code. We expect very practical and scalable executionary plans from you. Nothing very hi-fi. Maybe something which we have not thought about, which we could have actually thought about, which is a very regular thing, and you could help us solving that to become the #1 player in the Chakki Atta market here. Yes. So yes, coming back to the cash prizes, the rewards that will follow this competition are going to be the cash rewards of around up to 2 lakhs. Not just this, we will also be providing PPI on PPO opportunities that are pre-placement offers or pre-placement interviews to the to the ones who will be holding the accolades, along with internship opportunities at AWL, wherein you will be able to work on world-class projects, real-time challenges, and be mentored by the industry experts. So yes, besides the cash awards, it's going to be an amazing experience for you all, where you will be meeting so many other senior leaders and have a great experience with us. And I don't have much to add upon this. Just want to wish you all the best. And I hope, and I know, I don't hope, I know for the fact that all of you will be putting up your best foot forward and come up with great solutions. Thank you so much for being a patient audience for us all. I would now request Mr. Arindam to kindly take it from here.
Thank you, Sumedha. Thank you so much for taking us through the nitty-gritty of the case study challenge. And I must congratulate and thank you, Vivek, Vishal, and Mr. Rahul Deo for this scintillating, the taking us through the scintillating journey of AWL and the massive scale at which you are providing us the food that we survive on. Chakki fresh atta, fortune oil, edible oil. Well, I must tell you that, in my house, we all use Fortune. So that's a brand that we trust. So thank you so much for, for everything. So just to quickly sum up on the case study challenge for which we are here this evening, discussing and coming to know about a lot about the AOL group. But before we get into summarizing and closing this event, we would like to take some questions over here. In fact, we have quite a few questions over here. So if we can quickly go through those questions, and then I will sum up and wrap up this evening with the details of how, where, and what about the case study challenge. Right. So if we can come on to to one of the questions that we had earlier, how much percentage is held by wheat flour brand across AWL?
Yeah, so as Vishal said during his address, we currently hold around 5.5%, I guess, as a market share. Vishal, am I correct?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
That is in
So
wheat flour.
5.5% is something which we
Yes.
hold it.
It's 5 to 6%.
5 to 6%, yeah.
Right. Then the next question is, case study will be displayed in the webinar or will be communicated about later? That probably we can answer. The case study brief, the nitty-gritty of it, the information, the headlines are there in the webinar. We will also sum it up over here for everyone. But that apart, there are two ways that one can access the case study brief and the details. One is through the BSmart app. Whoever is subscribed to the BSmart app, the BSmart users, they can access it. Otherwise, for the non-BSmart users, we have a website, a microsite, which has been created. And the link is being shared. And so that one can, and through the QR and all, there will be all the details and they can access. So the QR is displayed over here. People can access the case study over here. So I hope I have answered that question. Then we have another question saying, sir, will the questions in MCQ or something different, and will there be time for it or something else? I didn't really get the question. But I would presume that this is about the case study brief and the questions regarding that. So one can access the QR code to see the details, and the question and the brief about the case study challenge will all be there. So that is done. Then the next question is, so what will happen in round 1 and round 2? And will there be elimination also during round? No, so round 1 is for all to submit their answers. The competition actually goes live today, just immediately after the webinar concludes. So watch out for that space. Today, the competition goes live. October 16th is the submission deadline for round 1. Wherein anybody can, with who is in the 2-year full-time MBA and PGDM program can access this case study challenge and submit their answers. After the round 1, there will be a short list of answers from where there will be a final round, which is round 2, from where roughly about 8 to 10 people would be shortlisted, who will going to go on to make a final presentation to the leadership of AWL, and thereon the results will be declared. Right, Vivek?
Yeah, that's correct.
We are
That's
going
correct.
that way, right? Yes. So that is also answered.
So the best 8 people or teams will come to our corporate office in Ahmedabad, will present their solutions to our leadership team, and then the facilitation will happen here.
Oh, fantastic.
Ahmedabad.
Vivek, thank you for adding to that. So the final 8 people from across the country will get the opportunity to be physically present at the AOL of headquarters to present in front of the leadership. That's really exciting. Thank you. Then we have the next question. Sir, I'm a first-year MMS student. Can I participate in this case study? Can they?
Yes, they can. I think they can, yes.
They can. Okay, okay. They can. So that is done. Then the case study will be displayed in the webinar or will be communicated about later.
I guess we
We have
answered it.
answered that. Yes. The details about the case study, the nitty-gritty will be displayed in the webinar. The case study can be accessed through the QR and through the BSmart app, and all the details will be there. So that is done. Will case study be provided to us on mail? No, it will not go out separately on mail. How much time this meeting's going to take? Well, we will going to end very shortly. That is there. Okay, we'll share clear case study details to our mails again. No, the case study will not be shared on emails. There is a QR, there is a website link, and there is the BSmart app where the case study challenge can be accessed. Then between 2 rounds of this case study, any other webinars will be there for our feedback, and like something even more detailed about the next round, or all will be explained in this webinar itself. I think we are pretty much explaining over here in the webinar. There won't be any further webinars on this. That is done. Then the next is, sir, thank you for sharing the deep diversified business operations of AWL Agri business. In my home, we use mostly 70% of Fortune products like mustard oil, soya chunks, besan, maida, atta, and I purchase these products from Flipkart. So can you describe the calculations of your profit margins in the diversified sales options, quick commerce channels like Blinkit, Zepto, or ZeoMart, and Flipkart Grocery? Vivek, Vishal, it's up to you to answer this because, it's entirely business related. And it's about the profit margins in the quick commerce segment.
So I would not put a direct number to it.
Right.
But I can say that quick commerce and e-commerce margins are healthy because there we are directly supplied to the retailer. So for us, all the quick commerce players like Flipkart, Swiggy, Blinkit, we directly supply to them. While in other channels, we always have a distributor or other channel partner in between. So yes, the margins are a little better. But apart from that, it also requires a lot of investments to be all the time visible on those quick commerce.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I hope I've tried to answer my best.
Right. Thanks, Vishal. Thank you so much. Will the case study be about the problems they are facing and we need to solve that and present this in the right, sir? No. The case study is on the product itself and how we can double market share of Fortune Chakki Fresh Atta, right?
Correct.
It's over, I think, or roughly over 3 years, over the next 3 years. Yeah.
So it's not this, I mean, we don't see any specific problem in terms of our product or our processes. It's just that we are in the market, we are number 2, we want to be number 1. And we are here to all the, in front of all the students that you tell us, I mean, how we can double the market share of us from
Yes.
5.5 to maybe 11 or anything.
Absolutely.
Very, very high number, but that's what we want to achieve. And if you can help us.
Absolutely. So that is the case study challenge about, give us the idea how we can double it. When will case study competition start? As I said, it will going to start immediately after the webinar concludes. Can you share your office address? I think it'll be pretty much there in the website.
We are on the website. Please go
Yeah,
and check
so
it.
anyone can go to the AWL website and, you will get the office address. Yeah, that's there. Okay, that, well, there are a lot of questions. I don't know. Do we have time for this?
We can just read all the question and see if
Yeah,
we
we'll
have to
try.
answer
We'll
everyone.
try in taking some
So
more questions.
the ones which are relevant for the competition, perhaps.
Yeah, let's try and take some quick questions. Could we go back to where my connection was unstable? Sorry, I don't think we can. Sir, how should I present the answers of the case study? To whom should I? Okay, the case study, the details will be given. The answers can be in pretty much any document, but they have to be in the PDF format or uneditable document. It can be a presentation, it can be a Word doc in whatever document, but it has to be PDF. It cannot be an editable document. Can we get the
And I'm sure they
recording
will
for this
find some
session?
link where they need to upload their answers.
Answers, yeah.
Their solution.
Solutions, yeah. Can we get a recording for this session? Do we share the recording of the session?
Yes. So we will be
Yes.
sharing the recording of the session with all the attendees and even people who registered but couldn't join.
Yes. Yes. So that is done. When will the case study start? As I said, immediately after this. What we have to do in round 1 and round 2.
I think this
Round
we have
1, you have to
explained.
pretty much give the answers for the questions that will be posed in the case study challenge.
Yeah, we had explained this.
Yeah. For this, will you be making a separate group? No, we are not making any separate group. The submission will be on BSmart app itself. Yes, BSmart subscribers can submit it on BSmart app. Non-BSmart subscribers will have a website link from where they can get it and they can submit it over there.
Okay.
Okay, I think I'll just quickly go through it. I've pretty much answered a lot of the questions which have been repeated over here.
Right.
So somebody has asked, what's the case study, sir? Yes, just be a little patient. It will come to you now. Able to join, can you tell me in details of this? How do we have to submit the PPT? I think we have pretty much answered a lot of these questions. Yeah, I think broadly the questions are about when is the case study starting, what are the deadlines, and the nitty-gritty. I think all the briefs will be over here, right? Right over here. Okay, so if we go back to to summing up on this webinar about the case study challenge. If we can go to the beginning of the presentation of this one, where we are talking about the case study challenge. The case study challenge is basically for PGDBM and MBA two-year full-time students. The problem is, in the world of business challenges, you stand to win a total cash prize of 2 lakhs by breaking the Chucky code. How Fortune can win, the Fortune brand, as part of AWL, can win India's daily plate, help India's #2 wheat flour brand double its market share. That is the basic headline of the case study challenge. The broad details of the case will be there when one accesses the case study challenge. Now, to the timeline for it. For round 1, we start the case study challenge. It goes live tonight, immediately after the webinar. It will be accessible through a QR code. Students who are subscribed to the BSmart app can see the case study details on the app itself and submit their answers there itself. Non-BSmart users will get access to a web link where they will get all the details about the case study challenge, and they can submit their answers in that same web link itself. So this is the QR code, which is there on the webinar in front of you. You can have a look at it. You can scan it. And it will take you to the relevant sections. So that is the thing. If we come to the timeline for it, as I said, the case study challenge goes live today. Round 1 of the case study challenge gets over on October 16th. That is the submission deadline, October 16th, midnight. By 12 o'clock, it ends. And then evaluation is done and we move to round 2. After round 2 gets over on November 17th, we move to the grand finale, where broadly about 8 to 10 students are chosen across the country for their best performance. And they can go to the final round of submitting their presentation physically at the head office of AWL before the leadership team. And from there, the 3 toppers would be selected for the cash awards. Apart from the 3 toppers, certificates, interview opportunity, and other cash prizes will also be given to the 4th to the 8th position holders. And the finalist certificates will also be distributed. Best ideas will be piloted in real markets with mentoring from AWL's business leaders. Top 3 finalists will also receive a PPI opportunity, internship for first year, and full-time job for second year, along with the cash prizes. So there are lots of goodies to be won, and the excitement begins. So with that, we would like to conclude the webinar. We are putting the scanner over here again for people whoever have missed it. And thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. And thank you, the AWL team, for being with us over here to launch this AWL Agribusiness Fortune Case Study Challenge 2025. We look forward to an exciting round of participation. Thanks.
Thank you. Thanks, Arindam. It was wonderful having you here today. And thanks to everyone who has joined and then was participating here. Thank you. Take care. Can we exit the meeting?
Yes, I think we can.
Okay, take care. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.